That's how we do it. What is going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. Just testing some things here before the unofficial Unmasked After show. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It is Tuesday, and we just saw an awesome show with the guys in Vega, man. Ken and Aaron, they did a great job tonight, and it was an Ask Me Anything, so what are we going to do here? What do you think we're going to do? I think we're going to do an Ask Me Anything, too. Maybe you guys had some questions that they didn't answer, which they did throw up a lot. But I know how it goes. Sometimes your answer will get lost. So if you have a question, let me know. I'll try my best to answer it. We got everyone in the chat tonight. What is going on, everyone? We got all 14.5 volts, or I mean 14.4. Sorry, guys. In the chat, what is going on, everyone? Got Will. What's going on, Will? Living Loud with Andy, Unmasked After show for the win. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your support, man. Really means a lot. Love you, buddy. Cassie, what's going on? Uh-oh, my computer's yelling at me. Did some testing with SJC today, trying to get my RAM up. It's like getting your electrical right on a computer. So it seems like it's running a lot better, but it's a laptop. What can you expect? 25 said, I did have a question, but they weren't answered. Hey, coming from you, 25, maybe there's a few there that they might not answer, but you know what? I will do my best. Brian Townsend, thanks for tuning in, man. Let's see. I know there was a couple comments up here. People just jumping in. Joe, he blew his speaker on the intro. I am sorry, man. Maybe I can turn down the gain a little bit on the intro videos, but then people are going to be yelling at me, man. It's not bumping like it was before. Yeah, I was doing some mic testing, Dub Team. I wasn't sure if I was going to push it through the stream. Now that I know that, it's actually kind of nice for that smooth transition into the video rather than it being utter silence for 3 or 4 seconds. Let's see. Jason, I would have totally thrown up that video, but you know what? That video actually did pretty good. It got 1,500 views for a live stream, which is 3 times the amount that I usually get for these videos. Because they're just live streams, but I couldn't even monetize it because the turn down for what song, so I kind of held back on that one. But it was an awesome video, and hey, it got some attention, which is good, and that's the whole point of doing these live streams, get the attention, so people tune in all the time, man. That's what we do. Let's see, let me scoot back down. Scott, what's going on, man? Andy is the crimp daddy. Yeah, vice grips for the win, man. You know what? I just started doing like soldering and heat shrinking, and it's great and all. But I think a good combination of the two actually works out a lot better. I haven't done it, but in theory, it sounds like it'd be a lot better than just doing one or the other. Just to get that ultimate connection. If you have a bad connection, there goes your power. Higher resistance, more current in the same run. Things start to melt, and that's where you lose power. Thanks for tuning in, Scott. El Fuego, hello from Washington. Thanks for tuning in, El Fuego. Joe says, why can't I get the comments on here? Facebook is weird. Facebook stinks. They'll disappear sometimes. You'll have to go back and hit all comments. It's weird. I don't like it, but we stream here so other people can find me. Dan Current, what is going on, man? Hope you're doing all good, man. Can't wait to see everybody at Slamology this year. That's why I'm really crunching to get my car done, and I'm kind of slacking on the videos, and just life gets in the way. But I really want to get my car done for Slamology, man, and there's still a lot of work to do. Thanks, Dan. It means a lot. Blake, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. Blake wants to jump on the show. We might have him on one of these episodes coming up here. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Bobby B, we need Bobby B on the Unmasked After show. You just have to let me know, Bobby. I am saving the first spot for you. No one else is getting in until you get on here first. And you will be on for the entire stream when you do. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Let's see. Dub Team wants to know, Andy, tell us more why they don't want to make these kicker head units, please. I asked that same question on one of the Unmasked shows, one of the 70 that they have, or more. Anyway, And I asked about it because I want a kicker head unit. I think that'd be the coolest thing, having kicker as the head unit. And they just don't make it for vehicles. They make it for marine. I was thinking of using one of the KMCs, you know, the bigger marine radios that look like a double din. And I feel like there'd be a little bit of fabrication involved to get it in there. But if you see my head unit, no problem. We'll make it happen. I really want to do that just cuz. But why they won't do it, at least from what I hear, is it's a very big flooded market. It's like everybody, you know, going in line and everyone's trying to fit in one line while there's other lines that are shorter and just get to the point faster. It's that, and there's not that much from what I hear. I don't want to speak for them or, you know, any company, just smaller profit margins. I think it's more, less that, but it's more just, it's a very flooded competitive market, and they're already in so many other different things. That would be like a one-off kind of thing that they would do, just like some things that they do, where it's just, you know, pretty much just for the community, you guys. But you got to think of it at a, you know, company perspective. I don't want to speak for them, but I feel like that is the main reason why they don't. They already got their hands full, man. But I want a kicker head unit too. Stu, thanks for tuning in, man. Stu found my identical twin. Exploring with Nomad. Stream at 4K so we can see those kickers better. I got a 4K camera, but I'm only pushing out 720. You gotta pay $50 a month for StreamYard to get 1080p, and I think that's just a huge bump where I don't need to go on different platforms. 3 is plenty. But to get the 1080, you got to pay $50 a month. I would pay an extra $5, $10 a month on top of what I pay, which is like $20 a month, to just get 1080p, and it would totally be worth it. But yeah, you would be able to see a little bit better definition. Sorry about that. But you know, with live streams, even if it's a 1080, it's not going to be as good as a edited and just posted video just because you are streaming. But right, anything would make it better. Thanks for tuning in, Nomad. Jaquan, what's going on, man? Did you see on the UnMasked show, they actually brought up the L7S versus L7Q. That little conversation you asked me about, and I talked about on one of the lives here. And yeah, I thought they pretty much hit the nail on the head on that one with how they just listened to the different tonality of the speakers. And Aaron himself said it played a little bit above 40 hertz more than the L7Q. A little punchier, if you will. And I just, you know, that's the same way I feel about it, and just by looking at the type of speaker, you know, just my opinion too. I build enclosures for both. Larry slacking. He said he caught the end of the show. It looked like a good one. I'll have to watch the replay. It was good. It was a lot more about like key and integration and DSP, but there was a lot of good questions alongside as well. Todd, I see your super chat, man. I'm going to throw that up. Todd, thank you for tuning in. I'll give you a call on Friday. Thank you. Yeah, just let me know. Well, Friday, you know I'm busy doing live streams and whatever I'm doing in the day. It's probably going to be a day I'm going to be working on my car. But Saturday or Sunday, you let me know, and we'll make a time you come over, and I want to take a look at your system. He's got the Kicker L7R loaded enclosure with the CX1200.1. And with the, you got the key, right? We got to check that out. Make sure you got everything tuned in right, and just, you know, I just want to hear it too. See how you doing too. It's been a while, man. And thanks for the super chat. Let's see here. I don't want to skip over too much. Bobby B says he met the infamous Baba last Sunday. I seen that picture on Facebook. I'm glad I got to see who Baba was, unlike Deviant and 25 that won't show their faces. I got to see Baba's face, and it makes me feel even more, you know what I mean? It's like, now I can put a face to the name, and it's just like the coolest thing. I get the whole 14 guys. I know it's just incognito. We're never going to know who they really are, but at the same time, it's nice when you see someone's face, man. Absolutely. Vega! What's going on? Heading back to the hotel. If you send me a link when I can join, I'll get there when I join. Absolutely, man. I'll send that right to you now, so whenever you are ready, or just, you know what? I'll just, shoot, man. I'll just send it to you now. I wanted to get Vega on anyway, because he was just on the UnMasked show. Copy to clipboard. Give me a second, guys. This is, internet. It's fun stuff here. Let me get... there we go. Bear with me. Pasted. Sent. There we go. Yeah, I wanted to get Vega on because he was just on the UnMasked show, man. Come on. That's awesome. Just give me a heads up so I'm not looking down here constantly. Just send me a text or something. Blake says, head units are a very competitive market and there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that you can't be the best at everything. Right, and I feel like, you know, with their head units, they... I don't want to speak for them, but I know that they have a huge of just everything of how the head unit is going to sound, what parts are inside of it, and stuff like that. So it's still kicker quality. It's not like they're just going off and just saying, okay, I want this and slapping a sticker on it. It's not that. So to say that they're not the best at everything, I'm sure it's still a good head unit. You know, I just don't have one, and I can't say that they're better or worse. I don't have any other Marine ones to compare to. But a head unit is a head unit at the end of the day, puts out good voltage and, you know, decent power and has all kind of sources and inputs and outputs that I want. That makes it a good head unit. But I just feel like the biggest burden is the competitive market. Base with Kev, thanks for tuning in. What's up, Andy? Just chilling, doing the UnMasked unofficial after show. Joe Cook, thanks for tuning in, man. Love the blue on those kickers in the back. Absolutely, man. It's like, with just the whole blue thing, Cookie Monster, it's like, and I do vinyl stuff, so I'm like, man, I need to do that. I just need to see if I can just cut it out, stick it on there, and boom, it looks, it's blue. It's blue, man. It's just a decal, which is cool. And honestly, it started because the first one faded. This one's good. It's because it was never left outside. It was always parked underneath the carport, so the sun was never beating on it 24/7. This one right here that I got from Kicker, that has Steve Irby's signature on it, is faded. But that, it already had the blue decal on it when he got the demo and everything. It was already blue at that point, so it's just, you know, it is what it is. But I like it. It's different. Everyone's like, is that the new Solo X? Is that new? No, it's the same one. It's the same one. What's going on, Basehead 30? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Hellfuego said, my wife just saw my monitor and asked, who is that guy? Just that kicker guy. That's all that is. No one important. No one important. Cassie says, uh-oh, my son is getting curious as to what I'm watching. Hey, we keep it PG here. We do. We keep it PG. Facebook user from Kicker Club, when are you going to throw an old ZR 1000 or a newer 2500 on Cookie Monster? I have the KX 2400 on it right now, the KXA, but not like the ZK 2500 or ZR 1000. Biggest thing I have from back then is the, what is it, the 550.22 channel? Nothing like that, real old school. Nothing's going to power the Solo X like that. Before that, I had the Shark 3500, which kind of went up in flames, and so I had to get that kicker amp. I wanted a kicker amp, but that was before, and I just had the money for the Shark, and it kind of worked. But anyway, yeah, I don't have anything like that. I actually got a message today asking if I wanted to buy a Warhorse. And I'm like, here we go. It's just going to be really expensive, probably. Or it's going to be like a kind of homie hookup. Like, yo, I know you're that kicker guy. Like, come grab this for like $800 or something. Even though I don't have $800 for it. It was like $2,000. I'm like, man, that is worth it. Definitely to a collector. But not to me. I mean, that's a lot of money that I could be putting elsewhere for stuff. And just to say that I have a Warhorse and to run it with the Cookie Monster would be great and all, but I don't even know how the heck I would fit that in my car. The thing is huge, man. Freaking huge. If you shoot on your camera at 4K but render it live at 1080, it'll actually be clearer at regular 1080. This is Kyle, by the way, the one with the drone from the comp a bit ago when you were that crazy guy. Oh, Okay, what's up, Kyle from Team SP Loud? A good old, yeah, man, the old location. Yeah, I just have it at 1080, even though I stream at 720. I could probably put it up down to 720. I don't even think there's a 720 setting on the Sony ZV-1. Right, I don't stream at 4K because it'd be pointless. And whenever I was having camera problems, it was really chewing up the battery, making it overheat. Now I don't have any overheating problems, so it just... We're fixing things at a time, you know. It was like the mic and then the camera, and then we got the camera work and it looked great, but then it kept shutting off after 45 minutes, and then now we're running into the laptop not being able to do everything, and now we got that pretty good, and it's just one step at a time, man. Lou, Tim, I seen your bunch of questions on the UnMasked show that I don't think they answered one. You were asking about the Solo X, when will it be released? And this question, will it be a Solo X enclosure? Will there be a loaded enclosure? I would assume so. Now, is it going to be 1, 2 quad box? I don't know. But I would assume they would. Just like I would assume that they would have amplifiers for it too. Jaquan, this show, this Tuesday, UnMasked. Go watch it. It's like middle to the end. Steve Barber, what is going on from Sharting on 'em? Every time making a great meme, you know, usually where it's at. Sharting on 'em. Heck yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. I actually got to meet Steve, sort of, at Slamology. At least I sat beside him in the kicker cube, and we were both like tapping out, dying in that 165 plus demo kicker build, and it's just cool meeting him. And thanks for tuning in, man. Means a lot. Steve says, I'll be running a Marine unit in the Explorer. That's what I want to do. I think it's the KMC 9 or whatever it is. It's like the biggest one they got. I want to get that one too, man. That would be awesome. And it's like, it kind of sucks because they don't have one. It's just for car audio. But I mean, at the end of the day, we know what we're doing. You know, it's not that hard to throw it in. You can make a system out of nothing. Just as long as you make it look like it fits. This is the whole point. Put things in places to make it look like they're doing something. One thing I learned from Tony, man. He's like, you're putting screws in, make it look like they're there for a reason, not like they're just slammed in there. Absolutely, Cookie Monster will be at Slamology unless some unforeseen thing happens. I will be there giving demos, and I'm bringing a backup because I have 2 cones. I'm bringing a backup one with me just in case, so I can just keep going. And if the amp goes, I'll be like, hey, I need another KX2400. Oh, you don't have any? Okay, then I'm going to be screwed again. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure I can get another amp or amps to get going for the next day. Just something to hold me by compared to finding a spare Solo X. A little bit harder. Dave! Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Baba says, is the @username thing not working? No, I didn't see anything. I might have skipped over your last comment. Just post it again, Baba. Deviant says, take your time fixing your stuff. I pay for it all anyways, and I'm a very patient human. Right, and that's the thing with, you know, with the Patreon and your guys' support has been able to provide me the funds to do this stuff. I had the ZV-1 before I started getting paid in the computer and the SPL lab, but it's all the things after and there and from there. And obviously I gotta get some of my money back that I put into it, but that's the thing. You gotta put more money after you make money back into it, just like any company or anything you're doing to make it better. GZ52, yo, Andy, got my first piece of kicker gear, CX600, used, of course. Be a little while before I get everything hooked up, so CX is like punch for Fosgate, I'm guessing. Okay, so instead of so like the reference series, the punch, the power, punch power, well, the CX, yeah, in a way, it's just the second level up, second line of the amplifiers, because there's the DX, then there's the CX, KX, Q, and then all the other kind of stuff that they got. Now, what is your question here? I mean, the CX600, I think that's discontinued, but that's an awesome amplifier. It does overrated. I would, yeah, sure. I would say that. Sorry, that was a tough question. Joe Cook says, maybe I've missed it, but will Kicker ever do another 18? You email them, social@kicker.com, tell them you want an 18-inch Solo X from me. Please. They listen, man. They need your guys' input. I wanted the KMC5, but no stock. That's what it is. And that's the one I want to get. And that's the problem with it, but that's anywhere. And yeah, me too, man. You got to stay on it. You got to stay on their like website to see what they have, because there's no notification like, hey, by the way, got more KXA amplifiers in, or KMC5s. You just have to look yourself. And I know they were doing that for a little while, like on the Unmasked show, saying what products that they had in stock, in store for, or just to the dealers, or that they had on the website. But their website always comes last, man. If you're looking for something, you know, go to Crutchfield or any kind of third party, you're going to find a good one there. But thanks, Deviant. Slamology is June, I think, 12th and 13th. That's Saturday, Sunday weekend. Me too, Scott. Can't wait to meet you, like, in person, other than live. I mean, the lives, they do it, you know what I mean? You can understand a person of who they are, obviously. It's like the cell phone, but way better. But in person's another thing, man. Okay, let me see. Scott, if Amp goes, we'll let you use the sundown for the show. I got you. You know what? I don't know if I can do that, man. I would run a sundown build, but I could never put sundown with Kicker. Or maybe that'll be a video I could do. You know, it's just you're funny, man. Jason Stokes, only downside to going to Slam, I always see people saying they got people got their equipment stolen, right? And I mean, I think that's just because the people that are going to do that know it's a thing, and everyone likes to hang out together, go to one hotel so that they all can, you know, enjoy their time, their weekend, when they're not at the base show at the hotel. It's at the hotel. It's not Slam. If you are worried about your equipment getting stolen, do what I do. I get a hotel about 30 to 45 minutes away. I do not get anything close, and I do not go with anybody in particular. I just do my own thing. But that's me, you know, I'm in a different situation than you. Maybe you want to go hang out with your friends. I would say a few close friends, and that's it. There's like one or two main places, like bed and breakfasts, that everyone goes to, and that's where things happen sometimes. But that's anything. But yeah, the Slamology is the biggest show, so it's going to happen more often there than anywhere else. Blake's got a good point. It's hard to get head units regardless right now, and that was the thing. You know, you go to Walmart, you can't even buy nothing there. You go to your stereo shop, there's nothing on the shelves, man. And it's just, that's the times we live in right now, and I think a lot of it has to do with the chip shortage. So yeah. Jonathan McCutchinson, thanks for tuning in. What is up, bro? Just doing the lives, the Unmasked Unofficial After Show. Trying to catch up to the comments here, but everyone's having fun. Bobby B, you would be the one to ask. Bobby B says, Andy, are you going live from Slam? Probably not, but I'm going to get a lot of footage. Who knows? But, you know, when I'm going to be there, I want to be talking to people. I do this stuff all the time. So people are going to be coming up to me. Maybe I could, but there's never going to be a dull moment, especially at Slamology. There's never a moment when you're just sitting by a car and you're like, man, this is kind of boring. I don't know what to do. Like, no, that never happens. So I'll be talking to someone constantly. Why not Sundown with Kicker? They were friendly with each other. Love me both. I mean, they're great. They're both great products. They really are. It's just the whole, it's like Kicker versus Scar or Kicker versus Sundown. You know how the people are, man. You know what I mean? It just, it looks bad. No. But like, honestly, man, like, it's good stuff. It really is. It really is. I'm not knocking, man. Now, there's some other companies that aren't so good, but the price makes up for it if that's what you're looking for. Steve says, we Airbnb for Slam. We will have a booth set up. Come say hi. Absolutely. I'll try to do some more walking this year. Last time I was just pretty much just hanging out with the Kicker guys and giving demos. That's the thing. It's like you're split between giving demos or getting demos and meeting more people. Or you just sit there and wait for them to come to you because they know where you're going to be at. For me, it kind of works out that way, you know, because it's like, well, where's Andy at? Oh, he's probably at the Kicker booth. But I will definitely swing by and say hi, Steve. Absolutely. Oh, am I really caught up on the comments? There's no way. No, it glitched. No, I'm almost caught up. I am almost caught up. Cool. That barely happens. Barely happens. Let's see. Mullen Performance, Andy, Richmond is an hour away, and I can get you into a good hotel. I know, I need to look into getting a hotel. Need money for that? Kayla. Stu. Andy, I just want to know your background music. I just want you to know that your background music makes me want to play Mega Man. It's that 80s techno instrumental synth stuff, man, and I had more of it. I have about 3 hours of it, and some of it I was having problems because it wasn't all uncopyrighted. So then I had to trim it down to like an hour and 50 minutes. And then some of it was all uncopyrighted, but then it just wasn't as good. And there was some big pauses in it and some background stuff, and that's why I went to this one right here. I use this for my videos, and it's just literally a 30-minute loop. And I figure that's good enough. Maybe switch it up once in a while. But absolutely, man, it's good music to jam to. It really is. It really, really is. Dave says, I'll never catch up. You're probably right. Oh, man. But that's the thing. I like getting to all the comments because then it's like, well, might as well stick around. He's probably going to get to my comment. Aaron T, thanks for tuning in, man. Hey, Andy, the local shop I work for now sells Kicker gear. People seem to be happy with Kicker speakers and preloaded sub, box, combos. Kicker is awesome. Really are, man, and I want to do a video of some, gear you'd probably get at the stereo shop. That'd be Kicker. Because I feel like they're not going to... They would probably carry bigger brands, like the L7X or lines, L7X and Q and stuff, but that's more of a niche. How many Type Rs and W7s do you see at a stereo shop? Not as much as like the W3s or the Type Es. But absolutely, man, they make really good stuff, even at the entry level. Very efficient, too. That's the thing. And it just all depends what you want. And the prices, I wouldn't say it's the cheapest, but for the performance that you're getting and the reliability, it makes up for it. And that's the best thing about Kicker. So absolutely, man. And thank you for your comment. It's good to hear that stuff. Scott says, let's do Rolling Thunder 1 hour Saturday night at Slam. You can come through our Airbnb. I don't know what I'm doing. I might be with Kayla. I will let you know. I don't know if the kids are coming or if they're staying. It all depends my situation. If it's just me, I don't care what I do. I'll come over and hang out. But if it's Kayla and the kids or just me and Kayla, I will let you know. But we'll have to do something for sure, Scott. Thanks for tuning in, man. I can't wait to meet all you guys that are going to Slam. I'm sorry I don't go to every car audio show. Maybe when I'm old as Steve Mead and been around for a long time, I'll start doing more stuff, and then you'll meet me and I'll be old and be like, oh yeah, I've been following this guy since he was like 20-something. One day, man. But you know what? I'm enjoying now what I can do now. WTFN Garage, I'm wanting to try to go to Slam, maybe run into you and show off these OEM 8s. I remember you jumped on, I think it was Rob's podcast or RGA's podcast. I think it was definitely Rob's. And you had the 3/8s or something like that are OEM subs from a car but you have them like an enclosure and stuff. Absolutely, man. You know, I tried doing that in Kicker Club. Joe says, let's do voting ballot for the 18L7 Solo X, then send it to Kicker. We need this, especially you. I know. Maybe more of like a petition, because I've done polls, you know, like what sub would you want Kicker to release next, or, you know, just stuff like that. But like Facebook only goes so far. And I think like a signing petition would be better, and then just be like, slam on the table, here you go, can you make it happen? By the way, there's like 7,000 signatures ready. But is 7,000 enough? That's the thing, man. You gotta think of how they make their money. Any company, is it the biggest one that they make? Probably not. It's usually the mid tier to smaller tiers where they make their money. So you got to think of it that way. But Solo X family. El Fuego, what is powering your front stage? Absolutely nothing. My wires are just laying on the ground, so there's nothing powering anything, but there will be the KXA 400.4, and it's going to be powering I don't have a rear stage, I just have all front, the 6x9s and the 3.5s and 2 tweeters, and I'll be powered by the KXA 400.4, tweeters powered by the head unit, because who needs to run those on an amplifier? I mean, they're like not even a watt when it comes down to it. Background music is retro wave. Malt says, I'll even buy you cold snack. Hold on, we got a special guest that happened to just jump in. Let me get this layout right. What is going on, Vega?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear there, man.
All right, am I too loud? I had to adjust it a little bit.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. As long as they can hear you, that's all that matters. You did great on the show tonight, man.
Oh, thanks, bud. Let me adjust my headphone volume here. All right. Listen, I'm on a stack of soak-proof plates leaned up against some Coke Zero, so yeah.
Nice. I was going to ask you something. I totally forget. I'm reading the comments here. You know me. Shoot.
Well, I didn't wear my Kicker earbuds. I got Beats earbuds in right now. Sorry, Ernie.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I had to throw up Ernie's comment there. Thanks for tuning in, Ernie. We appreciate you too, man. Oh, what was I gonna do? Yeah, I was talking about a petition for a Solo X18. What do you think about that?
I'm down for Solo X18, but I would want a Solo X8 before an 18.
Oh, see, that's another thing. People want the Solo X8. Yeah. And I know MBE is going to be one of those guys that would want that.
Well, it's like, first of all, let's just get the Solo X and all. Like, let's get the Solo X out, and then
then we'll talk other sizes. Yeah.
Yeah, I want it out.
I was surprised they didn't throw up any Solo X comments tonight, because I know there was a couple questions, but it was like the usual, nothing crazy. We're all waiting for it to come out. So.
Well, I'm trying to finagle something tomorrow. So I'm trying to I told him I want to hear a Solo X in an enclosure, and I want to try to capture video of it. So.
Oh, I want to see that. Well, you got to keep it on the down low for a little while, but.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna try to clear it through the proper channels and get whatever footage I can.
Nice. How long are you going to be staying down there? For a few days more, or?
No. I'll be here tomorrow until probably, like 4 or 5.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad. At least you can, hang out for a little bit and then drive on home. You're not too far from Stillwater, so it definitely works, man. That's awesome. I'm jealous.
Yeah, for sure.
It's awesome.
Hey, listen, I got a spot for you. When you come down, man, we got a spare bedroom.
Absolutely.
Slot right in.
I know, because I was going to fly down. That's my original plan. But I'm going to go down there more than once. And I'm going to want to drive, and Cookie Monster's going to want to get down there. I can't fit Cookie Monster on a plane. So I'll definitely be making that pit stop.
Definitely.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. I wanted to get you on because you were just literally on the UnMasked show. How was it working with Ken and Aaron?
Oh, dude, those guys were awesome. Good as gold. It was like we jumped in. I was like, all right, I'm already vibing with these dudes. I'm going to start getting them crap. We can, my normal stuff.
Right. Yeah, you did good, man. You did good. And there was a lot of questions it's like I didn't even really know the answer to. It was more like a Ken and Aaron question with like the DSP and how to wire it and how to test it for, like when you're running it for it to do the Steve Irby DSP and running two of them, like some crazy questions that it's like, ask these guys right here.
Definitely. Have you played with the kicker key yet?
I have it sitting right here. I literally have to put it into my Pilot. I will be messing with one this weekend when Todd comes over because he has the kicker key with the L7R loaded enclosure. So I'll at least get to try it and menangle with it a little bit. I mean, I watched like 5 videos on it. Right. I should know how to use it by now. But he already kind of did it. So it goes to show, like, anyone can pretty much set it up if you read the instructions. So Definitely. It's not like...
Which one do you have, the sub-amp, the 500 or 200?
Or not the kicker key. I have the key lock. I have the key lock. Yeah. So it's like the non-amplifier. Yeah, it's the same thing he has. I don't have the key 200.4 or the 500.1. I would like to get my hands on them because that is pretty nice if like you just want to beef up your rear stage. The reason I went with the key lock was just so I could run any amplifier I wanted, and I didn't technically need an amp for it, and I didn't want to be limited to it. Plus, I wanted to see what the key lock could do because I feel like from what they're saying, there's more flexibility of what you can do with the key lock compared to the key amps.
Right, I learned something. I didn't know you could use the DSPN from a kicker key 204 for a higher power amp. I didn't know that.
Right, I know they used that for. It wasn't the kicker key. They used. Wait, was it? It was for the kicker cube. They had an amplifier as a pre-out line driver to all the amplifiers. Yeah. I don't know if it was the key 200.4s or 500.1s to each one, or how they did that exactly, but I think maybe it was the Q amp. Yeah, I think they used the Q amps to get the DSP, but with the Q amps you can do a lot more. Right. You have the Q amps. What do you think about that?
Yeah, the Q amps are fantastic, man. If you really want to dig down the DSP, great amps.
Right. Did they discontinue those, or are they just out of stock due to
discontinued?
Just discontinued. Okay, Awesome. Yeah, because I know this came out 2011 or 10 or something like that. It's been a while. They've been out for a minute.
Yeah, they've been out for a long time. And sorry, Chad. Since I'm on the phone, I can't see your comments unless they get popped up.
Oh, I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's hard having a conversation and throwing up comments. It's impossible. That's why I just got it down here and just. But I'm trying to listen to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. So they had the 500. They had the IQ 500.4s as the line drivers, DSP for all the KX 2400s they had on that.
Yeah.
It's cool that you can do that. It's because their amplifiers can take up to 40 volts or 400 watts. Like that's pretty crazy.
The amps that take that are awesome. Kicker does it, Rockford does it. I think JBL does it. There's quite a few. Alpine does it that have the protect line level in like that. It's great.
It's crazy. DIY. It's the after party DIY. Absolutely,
Dude,
man.
We stopped by the store. I got it right here. We got some Gordo's cheese dip.
Ooh, that's the real after party.
After we get out there, we're gonna make some.
You gotta get the great value ones too. They put extra salt on those, I swear.
They do, dude. They really do. I 100% agree with you.
Well, that's good. You're all set up and everything afterwards, and just hanging out and able to come on the show. It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, I figured I was like, I don't know how long he's gonna show up. I'll drop it in chat as we're driving home before we stop at Walmart and got home. See the message. I was like, hey, I'm jumping home.
Perfect. Worked out for sure. I know I wanted to have Bobby B on first, but I mean, shoot, you were literally just on the Unmasked show. What better place? What better person? Come on, man. Sorry, Bobby. We love you, man. We love you.
Oh, he had like 30 minutes he could have jumped on. Did he not?
He was going to, and then something happened. I'm just waiting on him. Personal, stuff going on. We hope for the best with all that.
Yeah, and it happens.
Right. I'm like sweating over here. I hate this.
Dude, Dude, when we checked in here, the thermostat was set at 66.
Woo!
It was
Nice.
freezing.
Nice and chilly. That's the way I like it when I'm sleeping.
Dude, it was just way too cold, man. I guess the older I get, the less cold I can take. Thanks, dude, man. Yeah. Listen, the one and only time 14.4 volts wins on that one.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Wilson.
Thanks, William.
Hi-Fi crushed it. Absolutely. You did good, man. You really did. You seem like you fit right in with them, honestly. You really did.
Man. You know, hey, that's my method, man. I spilled the beans on there. I jump in. I try to make you my best friend.
Right. Yeah. It's happening with me now.
Yeah.
Nah, you cool, man. You cool. You like my brother, man. You help me out so much in so many ways, and you're a cool guy, and you do the same thing I do, man. You've been doing it longer.
Hey, listen, you're a natural, man. You started off way better. Like, go watch like the first, second episode of Toby Talk and look where I was at, and then look at your first appearance on Kicker Unmasked. And yeah, you're a natural. I had to come
Thanks,
into
man.
it.
Thanks. I always wanted to do like acting as a kid, and it just kind of never pursued it or anything. So it works
I'm
out.
the worst actor. I could be like Sam Jackson. I could just be this guy. This is the only guy I can be.
Yeah. That's my problem. I can't be myself. I'm like 5 million different things. At least it seems like that to me. It seems like it's like the chameleon.
Yeah. Like if someone needs someone to act like a jackass, like I got you, man. I got you, man.
Right. Have you guys got any other comments? Because I know we usually run this about 60 minutes ish.
Yeah. We like to keep it to 90 minutes.
Yeah. Let's see. Larry says, why don't I get the notification? It's because the whole YouTube and you get one notification a day. I think that's the thing. And with Kicker streaming on my thing, it's like that's your notification. It's a thing.
What?
It's a thing.
Dude, I have so I'll see a video just by scrolling through my feed. And then the next day, I'll get a notification for it. Like,
yeah, and it's like it's already. I don't know what's going on with that.
It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating.
YouTube's great, but it's not perfect. But I feel like it's the best kind
it's
of.
Probably really hard to figure out, but we just can't see that end of it.
Right. We got to ask Justin DIY. He'd probably know. I know he would. He's the guy who would know.
Hey, he studies the algo, man.
Yeah.
He has some kind of answer for you for sure.
Right, and there's definitely a way that you have to. It's like you don't want to go against the current, but you kind of want to flow with it in a way, so things just are easier, You don't want to burn yourself out, and then just because you're doing it wrong or whatever it is, But algorithms that's why I feel bad not putting out videos to help grow my, and just help people with whatever I'm doing, because I want to get that Walmart build done, but it's just like it's time, and my position, it's tough.
Like,
right.
What you want to do, what the algorithm wants you to do, what you want to do, and what's actually doable.
Right.
Yeah.
Got to find that happy medium.
For sure.
His ears tweaked real fast. We heard. I dropped out for a bit. What was the question?
You say you say CCA 3 times and I show up. You say algorithm 3 times. Justin shows up.
Exactly. I'm gonna have to rewatch that video they were talking about with your CCA is better than OFC. For some reason, I must have skipped that one, or it was a very old video.
Yeah, it's several years old, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that before I go to bed tonight. I'll let you know, bro.
Yeah, that's the one. But see, it's like sometimes I think a joke's gonna land, but it didn't land all the way. About 30% got it.
And it's just, I feel like YouTube's tough with the jokes. That's like the video I did with the scar. Like, if you didn't know me, you're not going to get it. Well, why does Andy care where he's sleeping or streaming? But for the people that do understand it, it works. And it's all what you want to do. Plus, you got to have fun doing this stuff, man.
Yeah.
You got
I'm not good at nuanced jokes. I'm not good. I can get the cheap laughs, but the nuanced jokes are tough. They're tough to learn.
I feel like that's with any comedian, man. Some are just how it is. Just how it is.
Skilled.
You had them laughing though tonight. You were doing good. I was like, oh, Rob's getting it.
Dude,
Rob's getting it.
When the 40 hertz come up, I had to do it. I had to do it.
I'm like, got him. Oh no, poor Aaron.
I had to do it, man. I was like, it's Aaron on here.
Right.
I had to do it. Like, we had just talked about that literally before the show. About about the whole thing and how long it's been going, and then the opportunity arose. I was like, you gotta do it.
Yeah, because I don't think you met him because he was traveling probably before. Now he's back at HQ now for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. It's good that he's back because he's a familiar face. He really is.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Well, I'm glad like Ken was on for the knowledge because I have a little bit of knowledge, mostly shenanigans. So.
Yeah,
like
same.
I think it's someone with like the real knowledge.
Yeah, he really does know what he's talking about. He really does, and I feel like him and Aaron are a good combo, and I mean so is John. So it's just it's a good trio what they got going on, man. And you did good killing it with them tonight too. You really did.
Well, I just have to make jokes. If I'm like, I gotta see where I fit in, then I'll start making jokes.
Right. And it's hard because like I felt like some of the questions were like they were tough. They were tough, and it's like, I don't want to speak for these guys. These guys do it for a living. They're gonna know. They're gonna know.
Yeah.
That's why some comments or questions in Kicker Club, it's like I'm not even gonna try to ask anymore because it's like I'm gonna give you answers that I would hear where it's like, well, this is my best opinion about it, but I'm no professional. And I feel like some questions are just so third base. It's like you almost really need to know what you're doing to be able to actually answer that. And then I feel like once you start knowing a lot, it's like the less you know, the more you know, the more you find out you don't know. And it's like there is no real answer.
It's like you were ignorant, but ignorance is bliss, basically.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, it's like us, we're enthusiasts, DIY guys, so we're just in a totally different catalog.
Right.
A whole totally different league than a professional like Dean, like Ken, and someone that like makes their living doing this.
Right. Don't want to step on their toes. They know what they're talking about. Leave it to the professionals. That's where they got that saying from.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got any questions here. Got RGA up in here. I mean, just David. That's not RGA. Yeah, he definitely got him with the under 40 hertz. I know Aaron's gonna like my new decal I got coming out. I gotta put it on. I gotta put it on Cookie Monster.
I can't wait. Like I'm ready. I want to see you. Like when you're on Unmasked, I want to drive down just to sit in the studio and like watch it. I think it's gonna be fun. Like the first time you're on live in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted, man. Yeah, because it should be sometime this summer. I just got to figure out between the birthdays and. I don't know if we're going on vacation this year or not. Probably not, but I'm definitely going. I need to. It's. I've been waiting.
Tell Kayla,
that'll be awesome having you there
really
too,
nice
man.
Place.
It is. It seems pretty, man. It really does. And I mean, shoot, it's just all kicker. It's all kicker.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good on the comments. Cool. I know I skipped over a bunch there and everything, but I wanted to have you on, man. I wanted to have you on.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Happy to join and talk more about Kicker. Were they giving me any crap? I didn't get to see. I missed a lot of the comments. I figured they were.
Right. I could just imagine, doing what we're doing, trying to read the comments, let alone being on a live studio and reading there's no way.
What's the good thing? Like, they have people deal with their comments. It's like us. We're trying to star them and keep, like, Bill and Sandy they're on that. So we just get the comments fed to us, which is nice. But if you're trying to keep up, like, what's going on, it's tough.
That's impossible. It's nice. It's like, well, okay, I guess we're all going to answer this question. Thank you.
Right.
I know that's kind of where I would like for Kayla to be able to do this and help it with me too, because I do answer a lot of questions and stuff. Yeah. But she's already busy taking care of the kids. There's no way, and I don't want to put that on anybody else, man.
No. That's like, I mean, listen, you're already putting a little too much on her with the kids. If we're being honest. If we're being honest.
You're telling me, man.
2 young boys,
I know. That's the thing, though. It's like by the time I do go live, though, They're almost winding down. At least Oakley, he's sitting there just glued to the laptop watching Blippy now. Like Blippy, Blippy, Blippy. Bryson's the other one though. Bryson, he's like wanting ice cream and stuff.
There's always one, dude.
Driving her, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. Every time I seen Johnny 5, I had to throw this up. Every time I see new Jeep headlights, I think of Johnny 5.
Dude,
I'm gonna have to look at the new Jeeps.
I gotta watch it tomorrow.
Well, there was your notification. I gotta watch Short Circuit. I got till Thursday.
Yep.
Well, you'll be back.
I rewatched The Hangover this weekend instead of Short Circuit.
That's a good movie too, though. That's a good movie.
Yeah, I just had to watch it. I seen it. I was like, I'm gonna watch it.
You can't. You're able to find Short Circuit, right? 'Cause I don't know what platform it's on right now, but I'm sure you. Yeah. I've watched it like way too many times, so it's like I wouldn't even have to
Well, I mean, sometimes we rent them. I mean, it's $3 for one. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely, man.
We have to do it for all 10 of our viewers.
Yeah. Side check. I like it though, because it's like you get to be a little more laid back rather than
the most serious car audio show on Thursdays.
Right, as it always is.
Right. Yeah.
Scott says, I can see Dean right now unimpressed rewatching Short Circuit and it's YouTube under $5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be the way to watch it.
I feel like I know what TV show Dean's gonna like, but on movies, I don't know, man. Like some movies I might really like and he just hates it, and then some movies I really like and he really likes it. So it's
right. Hey, everyone has their own different tastes and stuff, So
yeah. I can't pin him down on movies, but I feel like a TV show I can tell if he's gonna like it or not.
If he likes it or not.
Yeah.
Well, how long have you known Dean for?
Oh man, it's been. So me and Dean started kind of talking back and forth after we had him on when we talked the first time.
Okay, so like 3-4 years or something like that, or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So. Well, that's long enough to pretty much know everything about someone, at least for the most part.
Yeah.
But it's hard. Yeah, I know. It's the same thing, with your significant other, man. Picking what to watch and stuff, because it's like, well, I might have to just watch this by myself.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't. Well, if anyone has any questions for me or Rob, drop them now. About to end the show in a few minutes here.
Yeah, pop them questions up.
Right. I felt like you guys did very good answering the questions too, and they had some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
That's what the whole show was really about, was just, ask me anything. It really was.
Yeah. Yeah, they had some good scenarios that they had emailed in. I like that. I like that section, like taking one from Kicker Club, taking email, and kind of talking about at the beginning of the show.
That was cool, and that's like the best thing about Kicker Club is it's that tool for the community, us, to reach out to get verifiable information that's coming from the best source that you could possibly get for any kind of kicker related question. Obviously, you can contact social kicker, or tech support, or call, whatever, email, shoot it by the Dove, whatever, but Facebook's the easiest way. It's like, I'm going to make a post. Instead of putting it on Baseheads on a Budget, put it on the Kicker Club. You're going to get probably better answers there.
Yeah, Baseheads on a Budget. Like, you're using Kicker. What's wrong with you, guy?
Yeah. Hey, Mom. Love you. Good night. Let's see. 25. Cool. I think we're pretty much good, and I keep this show short. I'm gonna have to have you on again, Vega. It's always a blast having you on, man. It really is.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it, man. Just joining Kick for that. Every time I have fun. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you again for coming on and just being you. And I almost purchased a Big 3 Vega kit, but I'm probably gonna save up a little bit more because I want to get something else too. But you'll be hearing from me. I almost pulled the trigger last night. I'm like, wait a minute.
No,
I
no.
gotta
Listen, I got you. You text me and let me know.
All right, bro. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
man. I'm just like so close. I'm like, yeah, I probably want to have that 3 ready. So when I'm ready, when I'm done with everything else, boom, put it in
Yeah.
there, get her going. Appreciate that, man. And thanks for coming on again. And any last shout outs for anybody or, plugs?
Nah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up?
Absolutely. Well, as always, crimping ain't easy, and stay living loud, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Living Loud with Andy.
See you guys.